Happy TEKS Giving Day, everybody. This is Ray Klein here with Michelle Covey and Ryan Garrity. How is everybody this morning?
Great.
Doing well.
I am so excited to have you guys on to talk about TEKS Giving. So, Michelle, you are the director of La Escuelita, the school, the bilingual preschool that has been chosen as the recipient of TEKS Giving in 2024. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the organization.
Sure, I would love to. So I am, like you said, the director at La Escuelita's bilingual preschool. I have been involved with this little preschool for the last 3 years. How I first found out about La Escuelita is I got a phone call that they were having a parent workshop, which we do once a month here. And the guest speaker was talking about kindergarten readiness and unfortunately had an emergency come up. And so they were scrambling, trying to find someone. I got the call, hey, can you come help us out? And I was like, I didn't even know that La Escuelita, where it was or anything about it. And it's right here in my small little town. And so I said, I'd absolutely love to. Well, I was greeted by a board member, Edna Wyatt, and she's also the family coordinator and the director of the preschool, Pat Shaw. And I walked in and I was just awestruck at what was happening here. The mission behind it, the community, the people, the staff, the kids. I could not believe that this little gem existed in our town. And I came that day and I have been here ever since. So I volunteered on and off that whole year, a couple times a week. The following year, I was a teacher and was able to get into the classroom and find out what their real mission was and the support of the school. And then at the end of the year, I was approached so that Pat could take a step back, and not really a step back, but she became a consulting director. And so what she takes care of is like donors, grant writing, fundraising, all that kind of stuff. And I took over as the director this year.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about some of the programs and opportunities that the children have of your school.
Well, so our school, it's not just your typical preschool. We are a science-based curriculum. We are hands-on science and hands-on play, and it's guided play. And that takes intention, it takes time, it takes effort, but it's absolutely amazing. We are not federally funded at all. We are all donor funded. We give almost, I'd say, 85% scholarships to our students. We have about 30% American students, 70% Spanish-speaking students, and from a multitude of countries as well. Not just, we have students from Mexico, Colombia, the Dominican, all over, all kinds of Spanish-speaking students. But we do a multitude of cooking projects, we do cultural projects, we do community projects together. And I think that that's the biggest thing this year that I try to enforce with our families is we are a community and it takes all of us together.
It's funny you say that. It's one of our kind of sayings in TKW, our community. This is a community and it takes a community to do these kind of projects.
Absolutely.
And to be able to give back in the ways that we do. And so tell us a little bit about how you heard about TKW, TEKS Giving, and our initiative each year.
Absolutely, yes. So we heard first about TKW from Ryan Garrity with R&R Connectivity because he was working a job for one of our board members, and Pat Shaw, the director at the time, was there, and they just started chatting, and she, was like, oh, you do this, you do that, and she was like, oh, we have lots of issues at our little school. We really can't get on the internet. We can't print all the time. We, our computers, we don't have webcams, so we, are doing a lot of things from our cell phones while we're at school. And he said, well, I can help you. I'd love to come help you. And so Ryan, out of the goodness of his heart and his free time, decided to come to our little school. And I think he was a little bit surprised when he came in about how archaic, I guess, so to speak, some of our technology was, and, the way that we are doing things and how time consuming things were for us. And so he jumped in, and that's how we first got introduced to you guys.
So Ryan of R&R Connectivity, he and Rick are spearheading this project for us and for our community. And Ryan, tell us a little bit about why you chose La Escuelita and this organization to become the project of this year.
Yeah, absolutely. La Escuelita, as Michelle said, I was introduced to them by helping out one of the board members at their house. do a couple things that actually link back to La Suite, started talking about them more, and then when started helping them on site with a couple things. And as Michelle mentioned, just how archaic everything was, and doing so many steps to get such a simple process down was just mind blowing to me. So after seeing what we were able to help with Mission Fit and a couple other projects that we've done in the past, I've sat and I was like, you know what? La Suite needs the touch of TEKS Giving from TKW. And with this project coming up, I'm very excited to see everything at the end of the day, end of the weekend, and how well it comes together.
Michelle, one of the things that maybe you don't know is that the person from TKW that chooses the recipient, if they win, they actually have to spearhead the project. And, Ryan and his team have taken that on, and we've added a lot more work to his shoulders than I think he could ever possibly want, but he's handled it well, and he's done it in stride. And are we bringing Jameis into this, or is he going to hop in and help us, or is he not ready?
Yeah, he's going to pull some cable.
I like it. So, Michelle, I guess this goes back to you here. So, in regards to, this gift of technology that you're getting, what do you feel is the thing that you're looking forward to most?
That's pretty easy. I mean, basically the gift of time, the efficiency, and also the safety piece, because as you guys know, I mean, the world that we live in, even this week in our little small area, we have had several threats to different schools, and, just to have like the peace of mind as far as the staff goes and parents go. I mean, peace of mind is a huge stressor in people's life. If they don't have it, I mean, you're not functioning as well, doing your job, being a parent, all the different pieces. So the efficiency is going to be amazing, because sometimes little tasks will take up to, 30, something that should have taken like 2 minutes. It might take me 30 minutes because I've had to unplug and replug and re-download, or I just whip out a computer from home. The efficiency is going to be amazing. And the safety piece.
No, we appreciate that. And, we've got some really big names and some really big help that we have in order to make your school safer. We've got sponsors and donors, and I want to thank them. ProData Key PDK is donating the entire access control system as well as licensing to support that, so that people can safely enter and exit the building. That way you're not, wondering who's behind that front door. You're going to know, which will be very helpful. Ubiquity has stepped in very big, and they're giving us all the cameras so that you can actually see everything that's going on around inside and outside the classrooms, if I'm correct, Ryan. Is that correct?
Yep. Inside, outside the classrooms, the playground, the storage area, the hallway. I mean,
garden.
Yeah. And the front door and the back door, you'll have the intercom where they'll press the button to ring, and you'll see their face and everything.
Yes. Right now we have these little doorbells that we ordered off online, and they plug in, and we put batteries in them, and that's how we know someone is at the door.
We're going to fix that for you. We're going to change that up for you.
Yeah, I said, oh, here's our doorbell. And he was like, I said, oh, we have two, because sometimes they don't always work.
Oh, that's funny. Well, you're definitely going to love the new system that we're putting in for you.
Yep.
On top of the cameras and the access control, we're also putting in a full wireless network. And I know that, before we got on this call, we were talking about your Wi-Fi connectivity. And I'm grateful that throughout this podcast so far, you've been able to stay on with us with a great signal. So it's been good, but we'll take care of that too.
Yeah.
And everything is going to be backhauled by Vertical Cable. So Vertical Cable is a big sponsor of ours. They're donating all the wire. So any wire that you see, whether that is for the network data jacks that we're putting in, for the cameras, for the wireless, for the access control, all that wire is being donated by
Video
Cable. So I want to thank them.
Wow.
And then the last piece of the access control is a name that people in the security industry know, but nobody realizes they make everything. So it's a company called Assa Abloy, and they're donating all the hardware that actually is the locking mechanisms on all the locks, doors, and access. So it's just the open hearts and amount of people that we've been able to bring to do projects like these years after year is it's really humbling, if I'm being completely honest. And I use that word a lot, but I think you're going to enjoy watching, the 40 plus people that we have from around the country that are going to come out and visit and do all this work that weekend in October. Michelle, please tell us the story that you told me, because this is great. How are you currently playing music for the kids right now?
Sometimes, the internet is a little touchy and we can't always get on. We have trouble connecting between our phones or the computer. And so I do it the old school kind of redneck way, and I grab my red Solo cup and I stick my phone inside it, and it works for what I need it to do. And I think when I was telling him about the sound in our classrooms, and he said, "Where are your speakers?" And I was like, "Oh, well, here's our little speaker that we use sometimes, but it doesn't always connect." And I said, "We have that little boom box over there too that we use for things, but it doesn't always work either." And so I said, "And if worst comes to worst, I just stick my phone down in the Solo cup and we're off to the races." So he was like, "We need to fix that."
Yeah. So Ryan, how are we fixing that? Tell me about that.
Yeah. So Sonos products have gotten donated to us by a couple of the members. So we're putting Sonos amps in both classrooms, paired with 2 speakers in each classroom and a Sonos Ray. So there'll be a TV cart that has a little sound bar below it, so you guys can put on videos or whatever if you want there. And then you can also connect phones, iPads, laptops, whatever, to the amps wirelessly, and they'll play music over or anything over the speakers.
Wow.
Yeah, so we got donations from some of our friends. They're donating speakers. That's Ricky. One Way Networking is sending us 4 speakers. Ohio Fit is sending us some Sonos equipment. Architect is sending us some Sonos equipment. They're actually going to be on site with us, so you get to meet Carlos.
Awesome.
Sound Solutions is donating some of the Sonos equipment. And TSC IT, I don't know if you know this, but we're actually donating 2 televisions as well to go with all that sound. So you guys are going to have 2 beautiful TVs on brand new carts with great sound. And after it's all installed, you can either throw away that red Solo cup, or you can keep it as a memento to remember. You should keep that as a memento.
Yes. And always a memory of, the gracious people that have donated all of these items, and just to commend them and to say thank you so much, just to always keep that in the back of our minds and how we are going to help other people. Yes. Well, as I told you, I kept hitting Ryan when he was just walking through and we were going through different things. I kept hitting him in the arm going, "I can't believe this. I just cannot." And I'm just so grateful and so thankful, because I think that this is such a special little place. And I think that we have the ability to touch so many hearts and to help so many families. And that's what it's all about, is growing the community and helping others. At our little school, we go by the golden rule, and that is treat others how you would want to be treated. And so that's what we try to do, is we want others to feel the same love and the same affection that we do. And that's something that is a part of us.
And that's amazing. And that kind of, you've answered a lot of the questions that I wanted to ask you. And, I don't want to take up a lot of your time. But one of the things that we always ask our recipients is, how will you take this gift and pay it forward?
How we'll pay it forward is, one thing, like I said, the efficiency. Being able to reach more people and to get the word out about our school, and to get the word out to those that are in need. I think that's the basic thing, is that we have so many families that we are not reaching, that either don't know that we are around, or they don't know where we are. I had no idea where. I said, "Oh, the little school that's at Ada Jenkins." I had no idea. They think that we're an umbrella. We're a part of Ada Jenkins, but we're really not. We are our own standalone school.
Okay, that is awesome, and that was part of Ryan. I think you want to talk about that a little bit too. Is that relationship that you have with Ada Jenkins? And, what facilities within the facility does your school use? And Ryan, can you talk a little bit about that and some of the things that we're going to be doing for Ada as well?
Yeah, so Ada Jenkins is the main building that Latsquita rents from. We're going to be upgrading their backbone of their internet to fiber. So we're running fiber from each building over, which will give a more consistent connection, hopefully faster speeds as well. We're also providing them with a Wi-Fi survey so they can know if they need to move any access points to get a little bit better signal, anything along those lines. We're going to be mounting a couple extra APs in different areas for them as well. But that will then give live speeds in return even better gift from us as well, because the internet's going to have a stronger connection from the main NDF, like we call it, to their IDF in their office space. So that's the biggest thing for them. They're also going to have access to these exterior cameras. So in case something does happen, they can view any footage of that property and keep the entire property more secure at the end of the day.
That's awesome. And that fiber is being donated by one of our guys, Splicer Steve, we like to call him, but by Fiber Tools and Splicer Steve. Mr. King of Splicing himself is donating all that fiber. So he's coming down from upstate New York to install that. So it's pretty cool.
I'm excited for that part because we have yet to do fiber in any of our TEKS Giving projects. So it's a new vertical that we're taking on. Fiber still, it's not new, but it's still not done by every single tech company out there. So it's a good learning experience for our techs that are coming in from all over that don't know fiber yet. They can learn it while we're actually giving back at the same time.
It's really exciting, and we get to showcase some new products that Vertical Cable's got out, and really put tools in the hands of people that really don't do this kind of work consistently. And Michelle, and for the people that are listening, part of this for our organization is not just the giving back, but it's the teaching and working shoulder to shoulder with people that have this expertise. And it's very fitting that we're doing this in a school, because we have that education mentality and that education background where we always want to help technicians elevate their game and learn new skills. And what better place to do it in beautiful North Carolina? And as far as I'm concerned, it's extending my summer because I'm out of Philadelphia, and it's already starting to get cold. The leaves are starting to fall. I don't like it. So it's pretty exciting.
Well, instilling that love of learning it no matter what age you are, and to have that goal mentality is something that is so important. And to know that there's not always something that you get out of it either. What you get out of it is how you feel inside. And I mean, it's an amazing gift.
I appreciate that. So are you coming to on-site with your team while we're here? Are you going to be a part of it? Or are we going to be able to get you into the ceiling pulling cable maybe? What do you think?
Sure. Well, I'll be here all weekend.
I'll be here.
I will be here all weekend. Yes. I have been here a lot the last several weeks trying to prepare for the school year. We're into our second week. So this is my second home for sure.
I love it. One of the stories that I like to tell to a lot of people is an organization called Trend Networks, and they're actually going to be on site there. Mike Grindell is the vice president of sales. He has come. This will be the second TEKS Giving that he's come to. So imagine, again, I love Mike, and he's going to hear this and he's going to laugh. But imagine a guy who goes to work in a suit every day to sell product.
I love it.
His favorite part about being part of this community is knowing that he gets to go on a ladder and pull cable, because for him, now he's getting to see end to end what his tools and his products do, because he's installed the cable. Now he knows how to test the cable. And
I love it.
It's really exciting. And that's the kind of things that our community is doing, where we're bringing these vendors in, not only as vendors to donate that hardware, they're literally coming out and installing this stuff with us, which is a lot of fun for us. A couple other people I want to thank that are donating equipment. Hammond and Rack Basics, they're donating the network rack that's going to go in the closet. Eaton, they are donating the battery backup solution, so that if there's power outages, I don't know what the facility power is like, but if there are power outages there, we're going to keep you running a little bit longer, and that way your equipment goes and can shut down properly, which will be nice if it needs it.
Fantastic.
And I have an entire list of names that I really should go through, but I'll just kind of post it up here so everybody can see, who's coming. But we've got, I said it earlier, about 40 different guys from across the country that are coming out. friends from Federal Cable are helping donate some equipment and time. Alex is coming out. Cable and Connections, Theron and Dave are coming out. There are the people that have put us together with all these suppliers to allow these kind of projects to happen. I mentioned PDK, ASA Abloy, Ubiquity in regards to the access control, the security, the wireless, the networking, the cameras, all of the things that are going to keep you guys safe.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I've used the word a lot, and I said it earlier in this call. Believe me, I can tell you that as one of the founders of this community, we are humbled by all of the members of our community, by Ryan and his team that is leading this project that found you guys. Yeah. So,
so thankful.
The 40 plus technicians and people that are coming on site are, they're family to us. So we're really excited that they're going to be on site and seeing who we really are as a community, seeing who you are as a community. And we're all just hoping that we can all help each other and be better and grow and just shape the minds of these young, beautiful, amazing kids.
Absolutely.
And, I want to thank you personally for allowing us to come and be a part of your community and be a part of your school and allow us to give you that gift, because you're gracious and you're happy now, but wait until you have 40 of us in your property.
Oh, no.
It's going to change.
We are looking forward to it.
Michelle, is there anything else that you'd like to share? Or Ryan, anything else that you want to share?
Yeah, I can't wait for this project.
So this project, again, TEKS Giving, we are going down to Davidson, North Carolina, so right outside of Charlotte, October 12th and 13th. If you are not part of this community yet, you have not signed up and registered, please do so at join.teksgiving.org. If you want to donate resources, you can also go to donate.teksgiving.org. And we are really looking forward to seeing you all on site in October in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you all so much for your time. We'll see you all soon.
See you.